clip you just saw is from the movie Baby Driver, an excellent movie where the scenes and action perfectly synchronizes to the music. But who is the genius behind the camera? He may have only directed a couple of films, but his work on those movies and TV shows have definitely put him in cinema history as a great filmmaker. It is Edgar Wright. He was raised in Wells, Somerset, in England. From 1992 to 1994, he attended Bournemouth and Poole College of Art and received an ND in Audio-Visual Design. Throughout 1980s and 1990s, he created multiple short films as a hobby. In 1995, he directed an independent, low-budget spoof western called A Fistful of Fingers. While he was dissatisfied with the finished product, it put him on the map as a creative director with great potential. It eventually got him a job as a director of the TV show Mash and Peace.
Here.
Have you ever done this before?
You could say that.
Well, what do you mean?
Let's just say the last time I was in this situation, wasn't using a paintball gun.
You've seen combat?
Yes, I have.
Where?
On the television.
Well, you just said that the last time you were in this situation, you didn't use a paintball gun.
He didn't.
What did you use?
It was a big stick.
After a couple of years of directing films, mostly TV shows, Simon Pegg and Jessica Stevenson considered Edgar Wright for a new sitcom they were creating called Spaced. This would be a pivotal moment in his career that would move him to the big screen. After the critical success of Spaced, Pegg and Wright moved on to theaters and released Shaun of the Dead, a zombie comedy film that was a huge success critically and financially. The duo then planned out a trilogy of comedies that were not connected by story, but by traits and style. This was known as the Three Flavors Cornetto trilogy. The trilogy included Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End. Between the years of Hot Fuzz and The World's End release, Edgar Wright directed a movie called Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It was based on the graphic novel Scott Pilgrim, created by Brian Lee O'Malley. The movie was praised by critics and fellow directors alike for its creative style, editing, and comic-like visuals. However, despite success with critics, it only took half of its $85 million budget. In 2014, Edgar Wright was on course to direct an adaptation of the Marvel character Ant-Man. However, he had departed from the project citing creative differences. He explained,
answer is that, I wanted to make a Marvel movie, but I don't think they really wanted to make an Edgar Wright movie. Or, I think that then, I was the writer-director on it, and then they wanted to do a draft without me. And, having written all my other movies, that's kind of like, it's like a tough thing to kind of move forward. Coming like a director for hire on it, you're sort of less emotionally invested, and it's you start to wonder why you're there, really.
Despite this, he was still credited with both screenplay and story credits. Back to Baby Driver, Wright's latest film. It was released on June 26, 2017 to overwhelmingly positive reviews thanks to its action, soundtrack, visuals, and more. It is currently the latest film from Wright that has been released. The future is looking brighter still for Edgar Wright. He is set to adapt Neil Gaiman's novel, Fortunately the Milk. The film will star Johnny Depp and will be co-written by Wright and Brett McKenzie. It was announced in 2015 that Wright would direct and co-write an animated movie called Shadows. However, due to staff changes in DreamWorks, the project is currently on hold. Currently, Wright is directing an adaptation of the novel Grasshopper Jungle by Andrew Smith for Sony Pictures. He has been approached by Sony officials for possibilities on Baby Driver sequel and has expressed interest in creating Baby Driver 2.